the New Orleans Saints go into Jerry World and absolutely thrash the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. They completely and utterly obliterated them. They went up so quickly, and they didn't really leave any room for the Dallas Cowboys to come back in this one at all. Because you look at the drive chart for people who haven't managed to see the game. They scored a touchdown. They moved the ball down the field. They were up 7-0. Then the Cowboys scored a field goal. And then the first play of the next drive, 70-yard touchdown to Shaheed. And that just opened the floodgates.
Mm-hmm.
And Alvin Kamara in this game was completely and utterly brilliant.
Yep,
lights out, back to his best.
And the beauty about Alvin Kamara's performance, and we've seen it throughout his career, but it's his balance under contact.
Yep,
is unbelievable. It's completely and utterly unbelievable because he looks like a pinball, like somebody's just like bounced, but he's managing to stay on his feet all the time.
Yeah, now, he's not a power back, but yet he just goes through the contact and he's on his feet and he's still accelerating away. He has top end speed as well, so it's he's a really gifted back and the hallmark of their offense.
That's a credit to his training too, because if you see some of the off-season training that he does, he trains a lot on balance.
It's a lot of balance and core activity kind of
stuff that he does in his training. He's not even lifting that much. He's doing a lot of that stuff, and it's translating, and we are seeing that. So for all our future running backs, all our high schoolers, colleges, look at Alvin Kamara's training videos to get some clues into your game, and also people didn't know this. He actually did ballet.
So that might, kind of lead into that. So Derek Carr didn't even need to throw the ball much in this game, but 11 for 16, 243 yards off 11, and 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, got sacked one time, but he had a rushing touchdown as well in this one. He had himself a great game. I know that Peter, you wanted to talk about Kubiak in this one in terms of what he's done for this team, because...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Clint Kubiak, who was a passing game coordinator for the 49ers back in 2003 before he became the OC for the New Orleans Saints, have done wonders for Derek Carr. His offense that he's come in and installed it, and it seems to place the offense now plays the strengths of Derek Carr, whereby they run the ball and they enable him to take the deep shots that he's able to hit. And he has done wonders for this offense. He's simplified it. He's brought in new concepts that's seemingly working for this offense in their first 2 games. What Clint Kubiak has done, he deserves credit. He deserves praise for the first 2 weeks because he has completely changed the offense, and he's completely running the offense as a whole, and the offense is hitting on all cylinders. So credit to him and the system that he's brought in. And I think they're working a lot of these deep passes of play action. And the key is, if the run game is successful, you're gonna have these deep shots.
And they've got 2 very good running backs, right? They've got Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams.
Yep.
They kind of work well together because they're different styles of back. And then you look at the other side of the ball, and they cause some problems, right?
Yeah, they're causing problems on the other side of the ball. I think one thing I've been impressed about their defense this year is because, with Dennis Allen, the defense is taking the ball away. They're creating turnovers, and that's been a huge part of their success in the first 2 weeks. And I think the more they continue to create turnovers, the more they're going to be a problem. So if you are a team and you're going to be pass happy, these corners and safeties, especially their safeties, are ball hawks. They are ready to take the ball away. Tyrann Mathieu got an INT to prove that he's still one of the best safeties in the game, still playing at a very high level. He had a down year last year, but he's back to being the Honey Badger again, making plays off the ball. And the Cowboys, like Stephen A. Smith says, always an accident waiting to happen, and not looking good for the Cowboys. But credit to the Clint Kubiak and the Saints secondary, they put on a great show.
Yeah, 44 points in the NFL is very hard to do, especially against an NFL defense.
Especially as the defense that's supposed to be like
an elite
level defense, but
at all levels. I didn't hear a peep from Micah, Marcus Lawrence, nothing. So they were able to just completely get contained.
But like I said, I always say this, and tomorrow I'm waiting for the All-22 to come out so I can see it, and I bet you when you watch the All-22, watch where they run the football, whose side they run the football on. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You see it.
Yeah, but it was really good to see. Obviously, Dallas losing is always a good thing for me. But the Saints, I think they've definitely surprised a lot of people. I think Derek Carr, last year, obviously it was his first year in a new offense. But now he's heading into year 2. He's going to make better decisions on the field. Kubiak, like you said, Clint Kubiak, if he keeps calling this type of offense throughout the season, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be a head coach a lot sooner than most people think. If things keep going like this, because this is what they want to see. He's someone that understands the personnel he's got and will utilize them. The Saints defense played really well too, and I think the Saints have always had like a really stout defense historically this last half decade, and this is only going to carry that on. I think Dallas, I'm not even necessarily mad at their offense. I think their defense just wasn't factor this game. Don't get me wrong, their offense could play better, but their defense got absolutely.
If you look at the numbers, right, for Dak, I didn't understand it at times, the way that they were going about it, because they were striking quickly, and once they start trying, so they were 21-3 down in this game. And no, they were 21-6 down, right? They were down 15 points, and it just didn't see. I didn't seem to see the level of urgency that I would have expected. Yeah, they did have CeeDee Lamb with that 65-yard touchdown pass, but the Saints were just able to go down the other end.
Oh yeah,
and they weren't able to keep up.
No.
So at the half, it was 35-16, and no one even had an inkling that, the Cowboys can mount like a ridiculously good comeback here, because everyone thought, nope, New Orleans is just going to go down the other end. They're still going to score.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the Cowboys, one of the issues that they're facing early on this season is because, and I always say this with the Cowboys, right? I think Dak is good, and Dak can, make the passing plays, and he's definitely franchise quarterback for this team. But when they've had their best successes is when
the run game
is working. And right now, the offensive line is getting pushed, but they don't have good running backs. That comes down to it. Because Ezekiel Elliott has lost his explosion. He's not explosive as he used to be anymore. Rico Dado is good, but he's not an explosive back compared to the Saints. On the ground game, they like Alvin Kamara was getting 5 yards a clip. So
he was getting nearly 6, and then Jamal Williams was getting 5.
You see, but so that was the key to the Saints winning the game. When the run game works, it
opens everything. And then
it opens everything up. And the thing is, what I love, and I saw the thing that you put in our group chat earlier today about the passing touchdowns being
massively less.
Massively less. But that's because a lot of defenses are just trying to stop the pass. So the really good OCs are like, if you're going to give me 5 yards every time I run the football, I'm going to run the football.
But the thing is that the Cowboys don't seem to have the talent level at the running back position that you'd expect them to have.
Exactly. Yeah. At the moment.
But you look at so CeeDee Lamb had what? 4 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown in this game. But one of those catches was 65 yards. So he had 6 targets for 25 yards. That's like when another team is effectively boat racing you, so they're effectively just continually scoring. You've got to be able. sometimes it's going to be a track meet, right?
Yep,
and you're going to have to keep up. But the thing is, they weren't able to keep up in this one, and the Saints ran away with it, and they deserved to run away with it. So yeah, Saints, we underestimated them because I don't think any of us thought that the Saints were actually going to win this one. But sometimes we own up to our predictions, and massive props to the Saints on this, and let's see if they're able to continue this, because the Saints towards the end of last season were good, and now they're good again at the start of this season. Now let's have some more, because we need as many teams to be playing good offense in this league as possible, because it's been a weird start to the season, most definitely.
Mhm.